what are the tools available to central bank of a country, in our case Reserve Bank of India, as part of the monetary policy. So ये जो ऑब्जेक्टिव हैं which रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया और द सेंट्रल बैंक ऑफ द कंट्री हैज़ टू फुलफिल, तो वो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को फुलफिल करने के लिए यानी कि टू अचीव द रैपिड इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, टू अचीव प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी, टू अचीव एक्सचेंज रेट स्टेबिलिटी, to achieve balance of payment equilibrium, to achieve full employment, and to achieve income distribution, what are the tools available with the Reserve Bank of India? So the tools that are available with Reserve Bank of India, there are 7 such tools which are available with the Reserve Bank of India, and these tools constitute the monetary policy of Reserve Bank of India. And what these tools are, I'm sure you are already aware, but just for refreshing our understanding. So these tools are, number one is cash reserve ratio. So meaning what? Meaning अगर रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया को सिस्टम में लिक्विडिटी को कम करना होता है तो रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया CRR रेशो को बढ़ा देती है. That means what? That means since the CRR, cash reserve ratio, is increased by the Reserve Bank of India, the banks need to keep more liquid cash deposited with the Reserve Bank of India. That results into sucking off the liquidity from the system. और अगर रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया को सिस्टम में लिक्विडिटी को इंक्रीज करना है, सो व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल रिड्यूस द CRR रेशियो, कैश रिजर्व रेशियो. As a result of that, more cash is available with the banks and there is more liquidity into the system. So that is number one, and that is CRR, cash reserve ratio. Number two is the statutory liquidity ratio, which is also known as SLR. So what is SLR? So not only the banks need to keep a cash reserve with Reserve Bank of India, but they also need to keep statutory liquidity ratio. That means they need to keep certain securities with Reserve Bank of India so as to ensure no liquidity risk with the banks. So again, if Reserve Bank of India has to increase the liquidity into the system, they will reduce the SLR ratio. And if the Reserve Bank of India has to suck the liquidity from the system, then they will increase the SLR ratio. So that is your second tool available as part of the monetary policy. The third tool is repo rate, and we all understand. And fourth tool is reverse repo rate, which is opposite of the repo rate. So repo rate का मतलब क्या है? Ready forward. So repo rate is the contract that is signed by the banks with the Reserve Bank of India for availing temporary liquidity, and that's where when they avail this repo facility, so it is known as repo contract. That means when the banks are availing liquidity from the Reserve Bank, at the same time they are entering into the काउंटर एग्रीमेंट. तो अगर वो सिक्योरिटीज़ RBI को सेल कर रहे हैं तो क्यों सेल कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि उनको लिक्विडिटी चाहिए, उन बैंक्स को लिक्विडिटी चाहिए, एंड दैट इज़ वाई दे आर सेलिंग दी सिक्योरिटीज़ टू द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया एंड गेटिंग लिक्विडिटी फ्रॉम द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. And when they are selling these securities to Reserve Bank of India, simultaneously they are entering into a ready forward contract. And what is ready forward contract? That means the banks are immediately taking an obligation that within the given period they will purchase back these securities. So once उनकी liquidity का जो problem है वो ख़त्म हो जाएगा तो उसके तुरंत के बाद वो जो security सेल कर रहे हैं वो वापस से परचेज कर लेंगे. तो सीधी सी बात है, जब ये ट्रांजैक्शन होगा तो जब रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया ये सिक्योरिटीज़ को खरीदेगा तो वो सस्ते में खरीदेगा. सो देयर इज गोइंग टू बी सम डिफरेंस बिटवीन द रेपो रेट एंड द रिवर्स रेपो रेट. सो द रिवर्स रेपो रेट, डिपेंडिंग ऑन वेदर it is for the buying of the security or for the selling of the security, reverse repo rate will be done in such a way so the Reserve Bank of India makes some profit on these transactions. So the fourth tool is repo rates and fifth tool is reverse repo rate, and fourth tool is reverse repo rate, and the fifth tool is bank rate. So bank rate is the rate at which the Reserve Bank of India lends money to the banks. And then you have open market operations. So what the Reserve Bank of India can also do by issuing more securities into the system or buying more securities from the system, through that process also Reserve Bank of India tries to control the money supply. So please remember, one of the prime responsibility of the Reserve Bank of India is to control inflation, is to control inflation, is to control inflation. And for controlling inflation, what Reserve Bank of India does, Reserve Bank of India uses all these 7 tools, and the 7th tool is your quantitative easing. And quantitative easing का मतलब क्या है? To print more currency, to print more currency, which of course is not a very good sign. But if the imperatives are such, then the government also, the Reserve Bank of India will also resort to quantitative easing, that is printing more currency. So these are the 7 tools which are used by Reserve Bank of India as part of the monetary policy and for the purpose of primarily controlling the inflation, and besides controlling the inflation, also for rapid economic development, price stability, exchange rate stability, balance of payment equilibrium, full employment, and equal income distribution. So friends, these are the this is the monetary policy and the tools available with Reserve Bank of India or the central bank of any country for the purpose of achieving the objectives of the government.